You ever been out with friends and realized that you were the only one not getting hit on? And then immediately thinking it's because you exist in a bigger body? It's horrible because you know that like male attention isn't the end all be all, but at the same time it still hurts. I'm curvy, I'm bigger than most of my friends, so my first instinct is like, oh, they don't want a bigger girl. This past summer I was at a hostel and I saw these guys. I went to introduce myself and I was standing next to this girl that was just like complete Victoria's Secret, like the old Victoria's Secret supermodel vibes, and I was like, hi, I'm Juliana, and while he was shaking my hand, he was literally looking at her being like, nice to meet you. And you guys, I got so mad.
I think it's about time someone introduces her to this radical concept called a calorie deficit. Now what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to lose weight. This way you'll be more confident, happy, and healthy.
If you are a high-earning man, you will deal with a lot of career-related stress that a woman will have no concept of. You are trying to make things happen while she is sleeping in until 2 p.m., takes Instagram and TikTok selfies for 2 hours, and then expects you to chauffeur her around to expensive restaurants. The maturity differences and entitlement of young women who have done nothing in life but exist are not necessarily a win. So it doesn't make sense when women these days get furious when men date younger women.
This is the thing I hear from all women nowadays. We're all the masculine men. I'll tell you, the second you meet them, you run and hide.
Because they don't want to sacrifice a part within themselves, so that will require them to show up.
Men are not willing to give up their commitment for somebody that is still committed to other things. And women need to really understand that, is that it's not easy to be with a real man. Most women say they want a high-value alpha male. They don't. They've been trained to want men that lie to their face, and that needs to be challenged.
The truth is that these particular women felt entitled in their 20s, so instead of getting with guys their own age and being good wives to them, nothing was ever good enough for them. I much would have preferred to be with a woman my own age, because we would have grown up with the same stuff and could relate to each other easier. Instead, I'll probably be with a girl that much younger than me, because the girls my age went for the older guys. Men get hammered hard in young adulthood, but for those of us who work hard and become high-value men, we will get the option of having early 20s girls when we're older.
You said that older men want to be with younger women because they're easier to manipulate. But I have a list here. I'll give you some reasons why perhaps an older man might want to date a younger woman. And keep in mind, we're talking about adult women here. More physically attractive, more emotionally available, more romantic, more energy and optimistic about the future, more time to live life, travel the world before starting a family, more fertile, less baggage and trauma from past relationships, more open to new ideas, less stuck in their ways, stuck in a job city, more agreeable, easier to build a life with, more grateful and easily satisfied, less likelihood of having children or a psycho ex, younger parents who could be involved more in raising the children. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's perhaps some more, but...
Oh, and no kids?
No kids.
Usually, if they're younger?
Yeah, typically no kids.
Women need to stop trying to compete against and prove that they are better than men and focus on their role as a woman and a wife. We both need each other. Men need women, and women need men. If these women are all the things they claim to be, then they don't need to be saying anything. It would be self-evident, and without the need of having to be pointed out.
You want me to tell you another secret about women that I'm gonna get into a lot of trouble telling you? And this is something that she will never own up to. She will never take accountability for this. A woman will never admit to how much she loves drama, because without it, her life just seems a little bit too boring. It's why women love drama in movies, in books, and even in music. They soak it up because guess what? With drama, there's a bad guy and there is a victim. And women, for the most part, they want to play the victim or they want to support the victim while demonizing the bad guy, allowing that drama to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Well, to her, drama makes everything a little bit more interesting and less boring. That is why that same type of woman will see the good guy as boring. Because a good man nowadays, he is out for peace, not drama.
For women, the most damage done to them is caused by themselves. They want to be independent, and they want the drama, and they rejected all of the men who wanted to date them once because of it. And now they're sour about the choices they made themselves. Most men just want to live a peaceful life. I guess those women finally show their insecurities, which they buried a long time ago. What is really crazy is, when these high-value women talking about why they deserve a perfect guy, they only talked about their good job, their financial independence, their looks, what they bring to the table, etc. And none of them said, I can be a great mother, I can be compassionate, loving, supportive, and I will build a great house/future with my partner.
I've noticed that older women use that as a shaming tactic to men anytime they date a woman in their 20s. And the thing is this, ladies, it's biological. Just like you want a man that's taller than you and makes money and is successful and has security, men want young, beautiful women. If you're in your 30s, sorry to the ladies here at the table, you ain't going to be able to compete with the 21-year-olds. It's a fact. Sorry. Like, Mother Nature gives you your gifts and Father Time takes it away, baby.
What I hate the most is that men are supposed to achieve success in life, but when women do it, they are independent, confident, and successful. A man may earn 100K a year, but it's okay because he's supposed to. But when a woman earns 100K, she's strong and successful. Making money takes time. Only some women do not consider dating a poor man with goals, but would rather wait until he becomes rich. Then, they have the audacity to approach you when you are successful and act as if they are your best choice. One huge difference between many men and women is that women feel the need to tell everyone about their accomplishments. When I used to date women, it would be in my thought, is this all you have? You don't sound supportive or genuinely caring. It felt like a job interview, not an enjoyable evening. At the end of the day, guys just want to be appreciated for what they bring to the table. No grand gestures. A simple thank you is enough. A thanks for taking me out, or thank you for cooking tonight, or thanks for fixing my car is enough. We just want to know we are valued by the ones whom we love. It's really ironic. You know, these older women were young women at once, too. So basically, they're insulting themselves. They claim they're big, powerful, smart women even in their 20s. So what happened? These women are just bitter. How dare you go out with somebody that's almost half your age? It sounds like a little bit of frustration because they've created all these accomplishments, but yet men don't want them anyway. I don't understand women complaining about men dating younger. I know a few women dating younger men by about a decade, and no one complains about that. The only thing I don't get is that people who are in their 30s and 40s will only date a perfect 10. That's 18, 30, and has no kids or prior marriages that are like, I've been single for 5 years because I can't find a woman that meets these standards. And I have to hear them complain like it's not their fault they can't find someone who wants them. Like, move that slider and date someone who's a 7 that you find attractive and entertaining instead of waiting for that perfect 10 with big breasts or with muscles and tattoos. I think it's true about older men and options for women. I think it's an older guy's confidence and capabilities that turn them on. However, the thing that shocks me is the lack of manners and basic respect for younger and fitter women. They are crass. Most of the time, if I engage with one of those women, they can't handle getting checked for being rude and ungrateful. They are just not equipped to process a man setting boundaries and standards. Most guys want a hot emo girlfriend with large assets, and most girls want a hot muscular guy with tattoos all over. But at some point, you gotta realize those goth girls are now in their 30s, and most muscular tattooed guys with money are in their 30s. You're not going to find the one exception to the rule that wants you. Or if you're willing to date someone over 25, 28, don't be surprised when they have a kid or were married. I know this channel covers men dating women, but you see the same BS in women dating men. Both want to date someone way out of their league, and that has deal breakers you'd expect, all while putting no effort into bettering themselves. People are all sorts of unrealistic and all sorts of mad when they see someone else happy in dating. When a woman understands that she will be happy in every or nearly every way when he lets a man control her entire life and serves him entirely, they will finally get it. The problem with this is that all media says the exact opposite of that, and it's ruining women completely. It's amazing how many women don't consider asking what men actually want. They decided to make themselves more independent, and somehow thought that was a great selling point. The funny thing is that when older women berate younger women for dating older men, they only say that out of spite and thinking about themselves in the back of their minds. The foolishness. I find that people often cover up insecurities by pretending that their problems or issues aren't as bad as they actually are. My mother taught me from a young age that people will lie just about anything to appear happy and to make other people envious of them. I've learned to let my actions speak louder than my words. These women should have been taught this very simple truth when these older women were in their 20s. They would have jumped at the chance to date an older, stable, successful man, or an older man on his way to that level of status. It was only when they got older that they come to the conclusion that older men shouldn't be dated by younger women, because they are getting bitter, resentful, and left behind. Men get better, wiser, more stable, and more attractive as they age. Women go in the opposite direction. Women are right when it comes to being strong, independent, and goal-driven. But when it comes to their relationship with their boyfriends or husbands, they need to be loyal. Those young and older women need to be the peace in their boyfriends' and husbands' lives. When they're promiscuous, not loyal, and too aggressive, men get turned off. You don't bring them peace. You bring them uncertainty and doubt. I wish more women understood this while they're on their path to being successful. Thanks for watching The Circle of Kings. As always, we're looking forward to your support. So please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with everything all kings like yourself need to know.